That's our cue. Hit it. We can see the decoy. It's working. The cannon's powering up.
Drop ship. Stay clear of the blast zone.
Hey guys, SH here, and today I'm gonna talk about the Longbow DMR. So, the Longbow DMR is a pretty interesting weapon, and it's the DMR. And if you guys don't know what DMR is, it stands for Designated Marksman Rifle. And first time I really hated this weapon, like considering for the fact that it shoots really slow and it has a very limited magazine size. So today I thought it'd be pretty cool to share some of the tips on how to use this thing in its full potential. Well, let's first talk about the unlock level. So you can unlock this thing at level 9, which is a pretty early unlock level. And now let's first talk about the damage. So the damage of this weapon is actually very high, which has the damage of 120 at pretty much any range period. That is extremely high damage. So it has a little bit of bolt action sniper rifle trait like the Kraber AP sniper, which has the damage of freaking 2000. It's not 2000, 1000 actually. So it kind of acts like a sniper rifle, but one thing to keep in mind is that this is designated marksman rifle. So this gun has very high damage, so it's gonna take 2 shots to kill at any range period. But if you can get a headshot with it, it is gonna take 1 shot because this gun has a 2 times headshot multiplier. Now, if you go against the other Titans, it's gonna deal damage of 120 at no range drop whatsoever, since this gun has no range drop. And then if you rodeo Titan, it's gonna deal damage of 400. Well, rodeoing Titan with this gun is really not recommended at all, considering for the fact that this gun has a very limited magazine size. So as soon as you burn out of the 8 rounds, you are pretty much guaranteed to get killed. And unless you're using like a suppressor or something, Titan's gonna notice you and you are pretty much gonna guarantee to get killed. Now for the rate of fire of this gun is pretty low, which fires at 210 rounds per minute, and this gun is a semi-automatic since it's a designated marksman rifle, so it can only fire up to 210 rounds per minute. So it is between the G2A4, which fires at 420 rounds per minute, so it shoots about half slower than the G2A4 and then a lot faster than Kraber AP sniper. But one thing to keep in mind is that Kraber has the potential to kill a guy in just 1 shot at any range. On the other hand, you have to register at least 2 shots with this weapon period. So this is like the baby between the Kraber AP sniper and the G2A4, and the reason is because of its rate of fire and pretty much overall characteristics. Now for the ammunition size, it's gonna have a very limited rounds of 8 rounds with 15 spare magazines. That is usually above the average, and then if you put an extended mag on, it's gonna go up to 12 rounds with also 14 magazines. So I highly recommend you putting the extended mag on, especially in the close range situation where you need that extra rounds to finish off a guy. And since it's gonna have a very limited magazine size, I really do not recommend you going against the other pilot with this gun, especially in the close range. Medium to long range engagements, it's gonna be a range that you're gonna take a full advantage of this weapon, and always go for the headshot with this gun. Now for the reloading time with this gun is actually really slow, which takes 2.66 seconds with one in the chamber and 3.66 seconds empty. So there's only a difference of 1 second between the one in the chamber and empty. So that is a very slower than the average, such as the R97 compact, which only takes 1.8 seconds with one in the chamber. So what I recommend you is to use a fast reload perk, which reduces the reloading time by 30%, and that's gonna help you by a significant amount, especially in the close to medium range engagements where you need that extra time, where you need that faster time to kill. I would highly recommend you use fast reload perk on this weapon. Now for the aim down size time, it's only going to take 0.35 seconds with zooming in and zooming out. That is right next to the G2A4 and the Kraber AP sniper. G2A4 takes 0.3 seconds zooming in and out, and Kraber only takes 0.45 seconds zooming in and out. So it is right next to him. Going against the other Titan with this weapon in close range, like I said, it is really bad. It's just like the other sniper. So what I recommend you is to engage guys between the medium to long range with this gun. Now for the hipfire spread, the hipfire spread of this gun is of course very bad. It has one of the second worst hipfire spread out of the entire pile of weapons in Titanfall. So what I recommend you is not to hipfire with this weapon. So always, if you still got in close range, you can melee it, and if you are engaging guys in a medium range, I would highly recommend you to get out that pistol and just shoot the crap out of it, and you should be good to go. Now for my recommendation, I'm gonna recommend you using the 4.5 times sight with the stabilizer. And for those of you guys, if you don't know what stabilizer is, it reduces the random moving spread while aiming down sights by 50%. That is a quite significant amount if you would ask me. So if you wanna engage guys between the medium to long range, I think using the 4.5 times sight over the 6 times sight is more superior, because if you wanna engage guys in extreme long range, you're pretty much guaranteed to get outgunned by Kraber AP sniper, which only have to register one shot. Only the other hand, you're gonna have to register 6 times size. I just think that it is too overkill, and then 4.5 times size I think is okay choice to go. Now there's another setup for close quarter battle, and I know this gun is not designed for close range, but if you are good at going for the headshot, this gun can be one of the best guns in terms of going for the headshot between the medium to long range. And so if you wanna use this gun in close range, use the AUX sight, which has the lowest magnification of 2.4 times in the Longbow DMR, and then put an extended mag on to get that extra 4 rounds to finish off a guy very easily. So overall, I think this is a very skilled weapon. So if you know how to master this weapon carefully, this gun can be one of the best guns in the game. But if you are first time using this weapon, I swear you're gonna hate it, because you know it has a very slow rate of fire, very limited Magnum Size, and the magnification. It is really not good. But if you are good at using the G2A4 or Kraber AP sniper, and if you wanna try something out, I would highly gonna recommend you using the Longbow DMR. And one thing to keep in mind though is that this gun can kill a guy in just one headshot at any range, period. So always try to go for the headshot, especially in extreme long range. And speaking of long range, always try to bring yourself between yourself and the enemy, because this gun is really not designed for close quarter battles. I think the gameplay is coming to the end here guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace!